today, our special guest is Aarti Olivia Dubey on our show right now. She writes a blog called Curves Become Her, where she talks about style, fashion, fun, and feeling body beautiful no matter what size you are. Welcome to the show, Aarti.
Hi, thank you.
So, tell us a little bit about yourself, Aarti.
I'm a Singaporean Indian girl, and I've been plus size, I guess, most of my life. My profession is basically in psychology, but I've always had a thought of working with women regarding body image and infusing style with it. So I thought, okay, what better way than to start a blog?
And what inspired you to actually start up such a blog?
I would have to say when I started up my Instagram account, I just put on the tag plus size fashion and I saw all these amazing plus size bloggers.
Okay.
And they were from all over the world, Australia, UK, America, and they were just so encouraging. So I would reach out and I would talk to them, and someone just, told me that there's no plus-size blogger to speak of in Singapore.
Right.
Yeah, so I thought, oh, really? Okay.
So that's the reason why you go like, let's do this particular blog and
yes,
and celebrate people
yep.
who are of a curvier side to them.
Yes,
yeah,
exactly.
Okay, so I was also told that you are also a tomboy at heart.
Oh gosh, yes. I still am.
Are you?
Yeah, I always will. As a kid, I used to always shun all those frilly party dresses that my mother would put me in.
Like what type? What type of dresses?
You know those horrible chiffon ones, or the ones with the poofy arms, and I was really skinny as a kid. That's the irony here. Okay. I was really skinny as a kid. And my mother refused to let me have longer hair because she couldn't handle it. So I always had cropped hair. And so I looked at myself in the mirror, gangly with short hair in a poofy dress with poofy arms, and I'd just be like, there's something wrong with this picture. There's just something very wrong. And I just always liked, I have a lot of cousin brothers. Mm-hmm. So I always liked being one of the boys and being rough and tumbling down and climbing trees and stuff. So shorts and t-shirt were my thing.
You love that. Shorts and t-shirts and everything that is super comfortable and casual, right?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, definitely. How did that, from the tomboy part of you, right, leads to Curves Become Her?
I struggled with weight from a pretty young age. My parents were concerned because I was skinny to the point of malnutrition. Mm-hmm. And so they gave me appetite-inducing tablets, and I was on medication. And so my weight ballooned, and they didn't quite know when to stop the medication. And after that, I think it kind of mucked up my metabolism, my hormones and stuff. So from the age of 12, I had trouble with weight. And it was just one thing after another, over excessive exercising or not eating. And I just got sick and tired at the end of it. I think it was probably the year after my wedding, when I was 27, that I kind of told myself, I need to start making changes, and I don't want to be ashamed of how I look. And I did live in Australia for a while, and they have such gorgeous plus-size ladies there who dress so well. They look amazing. So I came back and I looked at the big girls here, and I saw that they just wanted to hide and cover themselves in clothing that didn't suit them, and or be on a slimming regime or something. So I thought, you know what, there's got to be a voice here for someone to say, screw it, I am not going to go with the masses. This is how I am. Better just accept it.
Okay, so then you started out with this blog, and I'm assuming you've got a lot of followers.
Oh, well, I've only been blogging on Curves Become Her for a year. So, yeah, I'm still quite new. The thing is, locals aren't really savvy or maybe aren't really as concerned about plus size fashion.
Okay.
Or maybe they just don't know about plus size bloggers.
Right.
So not as many local followers, but definitely, from all over the world, and not huge amount of followers, but they're a really sweet bunch.
Okay, so Aarti, I read your blog and there was this entry called Life in Plus Size, where you talk about your past and being a plus size person. Would you want to tell us a little bit about that?
Well, actually before Curves Become Her, I used to blog on a separate one where I would just pen my feelings and my thoughts. And so I guess that blog post was a kind of like a reminder of that blog. And I've been writing, I think more than a blogger, I've always considered myself a writer.
Okay.
I'm very, very shy and introverted. And I am so scared of public speaking.
Okay.
And so writing has always been my, my catharsis.
Okay.
Yeah, my expression, So I guess when I wrote that, I just wanted to reach out to all the girls out there who have been through all that shame. There's that term we have in the plus size world called fat shaming. And, I've went through that from the age of 12. And I actually did a video recently for a friend, and it was named three terms that people called you by according to your body. And I said unlovable, embarrassing, and unhealthy. Because I did get people tell me that you're not gonna get a guy if you continue looking like that, and you shouldn't be so proud of how you look. You should just lose weight already. It's so embarrassing. And and I guess I mixed with the wrong crowd, and so I had a stint with bulimia, and that mucked things up a fair bit. But it did teach me a lot, because it taught me that that wasn't the way to go. But then I went on to over excessive exercising. The year I had an accident, but the year before my wedding, despite the accident, I decided to go on meal replacements.
Okay.
And those are like protein shakes. So I basically starved myself for lunch and dinner.
Okay.
For a year.
Oh, dear.
And
okay.
I lost 15 kilos, but I felt awful. It's been a life of hard knocks, personally. There's been a lot that has gone on. So I think there was a lot of self-harm and stuff. And when I was 30, someone I call Ma, she's not my mom, but she's, closest. I guess she's someone I would call my mother. Lived with her ever since I was a baby. And so she passed away from cancer. And then I kind of decided that, life's too short. And I cannot spend the rest of my life feeling bad about myself.
That is true. So just go, fuck it, and I'm going to be the way I want to be.
Yeah, exactly. Fuck this shit.
Since you're a tomboy and we are a tomboy blog, I just want to ask, what's your take on the tomboy style, both for plus-size women and for the normal-size women? Let's talk about the plus-size women first.
Okay.
What's your take on that?
I think the tomboy style on plus-size women is probably a bit more challenging, because if you notice, a lot of, androgynous fashion is so popular right now. It is so in. And I think it's going to be a trend that's going to stay. But the thing is, all the models that they choose are so skinny and, completely flat. But I have some hope, because, I've seen Beyonce, for example, dress herself up with suspenders and looking awesome with just a simple V-neck tee and trousers. I've seen, a lot of plus-size bloggers overseas trying the same thing. It's not impossible. Definitely not impossible. I think if you incorporate the right outfits, depending on how you constitute tomboy, because that's different for everyone, right?
True, yeah. Everyone has their own version of what being a tomboy or the tomboy look is.
So, some like it like feminine, but with a masculine edge. Yeah, so, depending on what you like, you can incorporate certain staples in your wardrobe and then kind of improve upon that. For example, in my case, I always have suspenders. And I have a very interesting outfit. It is a skater skirt, which is ultra feminine, but it has suspenders. So it's kind of like a conundrum in itself.
Suspenders with skirts?
Yeah, with a skater skirt. And it's frilly. Okay. So, but it works and it looks good. And, plaid pants. I always have plaid pants. They're so stylish. Comfortable, whether it's loose flowing pants or whether leggings. Leggings just...
I never liked leggings either. It's bad for my legs.
Yeah. Really?
Because I have unshapely legs. For my case, I'm tall and I'm thin, which I would think a lot of people would probably hate me for that, But it's not really a good thing when you're tall and thin at the same time, because especially when you're in Asia, right? It's hard for you to find clothes that fit, even though you're thin. Everything just becomes short. So for my case, my body problem is just from the hip down, because I have huge hips and huge thighs, and I have chicken legs. So, so what is your tomboy inspiration for your tomboy look? Who inspires you?
I really like Janelle Monáe, girls like La Rue as well, and I really love that style of like a nice top with a vest and a blazer with pinstripe pants. But aside from that, I also really like looks like a midi pencil skirt. That can actually really work. Midi pencil skirt, medium length and with boots. That's usually my weapon of choice. My boots, my midi pencil skirt, and like a nice tucked in top. Like maybe plaid or maybe just like a tee. I have a lot of grunge tees, so I'll wear my Ramones tee, or that's a look I would go for.
Okay, Aarti, before we end off, just one last statement from you. What is the one thing that you would like to tell to all the plus size women out there that are listening into our show right now?
I just want to tell them to stop with the guilt, stop with the shame, because there is absolutely nothing wrong with how you look, and if someone tells you otherwise, I think you should start looking for a new set of friends. You should just everybody has got a certain set point with their body, and if you're comfortable with the way you look, just do what you want to make yourself feel good. Just do whatever you want and be happy.